White woman jump scare. I messed up. I said stare. Hang on, guys. Pretend I didn't mess it up. White woman jump scare. The scariest thing of Halloween, a white woman. Yes, you're all scared of me now. Haha, now I'm the Halloween spooky scary skeleton. Guys, we all have spooky scary skeletons inside of us. Isn't that fucked up? Up next would be a job application. I feel bad about that because, like, you know, I've made jokes about stuff, but realistically, like, holy heck, guys. The job market's pretty grim, huh? It's bad. It's very bad. You're looking? Good luck. To everyone in chat who is looking for a job, guys, good luck. I hope something happens, because it's looking a bit grim. I don't know, every morning I wake up and I'm like, not to doom post, but every morning I wake up and I look at my phone and then there's some new headline about how some executive in some big company is like, we're using AI to replace inefficiency, blah, 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 blah. And every time I see that, I'm like, oh man, that's like 500 jobs gone. And it's gonna be replaced by, like, just the shittest writing or whatever, or like coding or whatever the fuck the AI is gonna do. It is kind of messed up. This is what I've been doomering about for, I think, like 20 years at this point, because I had a friend who, back in my university, I was saying, hey, AI is actually bad because it's going to put a huge amount of people out of work, and then what do you give those people to do with their lives, right? It turns out they just stay unemployed by the looks of things. What gets replaced first is your, like, manual labor that can be automated. I mean, that's been happening for decades at this point. But, like, you know, like, manual labor that's just going to get automated by AI and blah, 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 blah. And then it goes, you know, move up to the next thing. So, like, I don't know, entry-level, low-skill jobs that could be replaced by AI. And it's like, oh man, it's not looking good, guys. It will make new jobs. I mean, yeah, but, like, realistically, if you work at a company and you have a lot of manual labor that is then replaced with automation, right? What do you need? You need, like, maybe one person to make sure the machines work. You need another person maybe to make sure that the AI works. So you've replaced 50 workers with 2? Do you need to hire multiple people to make sure the machines all are good? Or could you offload that entire work onto one person? And I feel like companies are going to do the thing that companies do best, and that is cost cut, to hire as few people as possible, right? I don't know. I feel like I've been doomering on AI and automation a lot, because, like, what do you do when all of a sudden there are no entry-level jobs anymore, right? Would you want to have food that has not felt the touch of a human being at all throughout any of the process? Like, it's all just machines handling the food from field to plate? I feel like I would want to have some sort of quality assurance, but I guess that's probably already automated, right? Machines can't spit on your food? That's true. That's a plus, actually. Ooh, I don't know. I'm scared. I think I'm scared of what happens to the human race if, like, let's be honest, realistically, the majority of jobs are these manual labor, a lot of manual labor, a lot of entry-level jobs, I feel like low skill is a mean saying, but you know what I mean when I say low skill, right? Like, for example, a janitor, right? A janitor could easily be replaced by a robot, and I'm like, what do the people who have these jobs do after all their jobs are gone? Like, some of these people are probably going to be too old to reskill, right? Like, realistically, is anyone over the age of 40 going to be able to reskill effectively? I don't know. I say that as someone who's approaching 40. Guys, what if VTubers die? What if VTubing and streaming dies because everyone just fucking has AI-generated content that they can just, like, create in front of their eyes at any point, where people are like, instead of people watching TV or entertainment or streamers or anything like that, they're just going to be like, Grok, generate me a TV show about a good guy and a bad guy, and the good guy wins in the end. Right? Like, that's genuinely scary. That's why a lot of the AI guys say they're gonna give out UBI to avoid Luddite revolution. I think I know what that means, UBI. Oh yes, no I do. I don't know. I feel like at some point we've got to kick back and fight the clankers, right? Otherwise we're all gonna get replaced. I don't know. It's scary, right? It's very scary. Very scary topic. Anyway, that might be too doomery for today. Fitting topic for October, very spooky. The future of humanity. I think that one of the scary parts is that, like, I think a lot of people do not realize just, like, giving people a purpose, aka employment, does a lot for mental health, and our mental health situation is already really bad. But, like, if you even take away just, like, even the most basic of not even, like, functional jobs, really, like, fake jobs. Like, in Japan, right? Japan has a lot of made-up jobs, essentially, right? I don't know if you've ever been there, but, like, there's, like, a lot of old people are kept in employment just to give them something to do, right? Also, like, financially, it's not very good. But, like, you give people something to do, and they have, like, a routine and, like, life and things to do with their time, and they don't, like, just bed rot, right? Like, ideally, if you retire, you get to, you know, spend your time doing whatever you want and having hobbies. But, like, I don't know, I'm just scared. I'm projecting. I don't know, I mean, in Japan, they do have a lot of pointless jobs, right? You have, literally every company building in Tokyo has older men standing outside the car entrances, and they basically just tell people, hey, a car is coming. Even though I think in the Western world, that is replaced by a mirror. There's like a little mirror on the corner that shows, it's like the curved mirror that you can see round corners. You know what I mean? Pretty sure in Australia, that's what they do here. They have like, just like curved, like, is it convex mirrors, and you can just see around the corner, so you can see a car is coming up or down the entrance route, so you know not to get hit by a car. In Japan, that's replaced by like 4 people, and they all have like the little sticks, and they have high vis, and it's like, hey, these people have jobs, right? At least it's something. I don't know. I'm a little just like terrified for the future of the human race. If everyone doesn't have a job, what do? How do they sustain themselves? If people get to just relax, the system in place doesn't give them anything, like, income-wise, and we unfortunately do need money to live in the system that we operate. They can pursue passions, but how can they afford their passions? They need to have employment or some source of income in order to do things. Food is not free, unfortunately. I would love free food. I love chocolate biscuits. Imagine free chocolate biscuits. Speaking of biscuits, how is the primordial pouch? Thanks, Red Heracross. Fine. I'm cutting back on my snacking a little bit. So hopefully, losing weight is a matter of food in versus food out. It's not necessarily you can just exercise it all off. So I'm just trying to not snack as much. That said, snacks are really yummy. Snacks are very, very yummy, guys. A bit out of topic now because it took you a while to write. Optimistically, once we have AI take over pretty much everyone's jobs, money doesn't mean anything anymore. More realistically, it would mean that transition period would be very painful. That's what I'm talking about, is like, if you have huge swathes of the human population out of work, you are going to get revolution. You're going to get a lot of people very upset. And they are going to have, like, some sort of violent uprising. So I'm glad I'm not a cultural elite, because then you guys in the cultural elite war, please spare me, even though I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm not a cultural elite. I'm just a silly sausage on the internet who's, I don't know, gonna be like, hey guys, want to play some strategy games? Do I benefit from you guys all losing your jobs because then you're home and you can watch the streams? No, I'm not gonna be a class trader, guys. Don't kill me. I'm not a class trader. I'm not a class trader, guys. No, please don't kill me. Ah! Think of me, guys. You gotta stay in work so you can support me. No, obviously joking. We're eating the rich. I'm not rich. I'm not rich. I don't have a house. I'm mid-late 30s and I don't own a home. When am I doing a JAV? Jordan, I'm sorry, you're going to hell. See you in 10 minutes. I'm not gonna do a JAV. I'm far too ugly. Also not Japanese, which I think is part of the acronym.